Welcome back to Duct Tape Basics. In part 1, we showed you how to make a duct tape piece of fabric that could then be turned into another creation. And now we're going to be showing you how to make pockets, credit card slots, on a wallet. As you can see, I have them right here. This is a finished wallet, which we'll eventually get to this. But so, what you're going to need is, once again, a roll of duct tape, any color that you want or any type. I prefer Duct brand duct tape. A scissor, once again, and or an X-Acto knife. I'm going to be using the scissor, but in later steps it'll be easier to have the X-Acto knife. But for right now, a scissor works just fine. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a credit card or a gift card of some kind. Here, I have a gift card. What you're going to do is you're going to want to measure it against a piece of tape. Here, I'll do this in the center of the frame. You're going to want to measure it against a piece of tape and leave about 1/8 of an inch on each side, and then you're going to cut it there. So now when lined up, there's a small portion on either side. Now, taking this measurement, I do this way, even though it wastes a little bit of tape. I think it makes my measurements more precise. But what you're going to do is then take that tape, place it, align your roll of tape's edge with the piece of tape's edge like that, and then fold over so that both of the edges line up, both this edge, and then you're going to cut there. So you're getting a piece that is twice the length of the other piece, and therefore twice the length of the credit card or the gift card or whatever you seem to have. And you can actually keep this for later use. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this, place it down, and now you're going to need 5 strips of duct tape. This is one of them. So here we go with number 2. Using the technique we used to make the sheet of duct tape, you're going to make a sheet of this length with 5 strips of tape. Once you have done that, you're going to want to make another one of these same exact size sheets, and you can now use this as your reference size, like so. Once you have your 2 sheets of equal length duct tape, what you're going to want to do is fold both sheets in half. What you're going to do now is, now that you have these creases, well, firstly you're going to cut these in half. You're going to cut these in half with the crease you made, with the halfway crease that you made before. Once you've cut them in half, you now have enough to make 8 credit card slots. What you're going to do is, again, line up the two front edges so there's about, well, you can eyeball it, I'd say about 1/3 of an inch, 1/2 an inch showing. Fold up so there's another 1/3 of an inch or 1/2 an inch showing, and then fold up the bottom one. And now, here comes the tricky part. This is what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to seal off these edges without sealing off the edges of the pockets. Now, the way you do that is, and you can use a scissor for this, but it's easier if you use a X-Acto knife, but I'll use a scissor for people who don't have one. You're going to measure out a piece of tape that is equal to the length of your credit card slots. So I'm going to cut it there. And then you're going to need to check in case you messed up. I did a little bit. You see, I have a little bit too much there. The piece of duct tape is a little bit too large. Let me just fix that right now. And once you have the equal length piece, you're going to take it and place it so that the top edge aligns with the top edge of your credit card slots. Press it down and fold it over into the back. Make sure to line everything up. Now what you're going to do is, now as you can see, we've sealed off these the edges of these pockets, but closed off this end. So you're going to take your scissors, you're going to press them, push them into the credit card pocket, under the tape where the tape isn't sticky, pull them up so you can see them coming through the tape, and then snip in a diagonal line from the top to where the your line meets your credit card slot. You can see like that, diagonal line upwards. Then you're going to take that piece of tape that you have and fold it over and press everything down. So now, as you can see, I've sealed off this edge and left this credit card slot open. Now what you do is you need to repeat that with the other two. Remember, just like that diagonal line, fold it over, press everything down, diagonal line, fold it over and press everything down. And now what you're going to need to do is repeat that for the other side, so it becomes symmetrical. Once you have done that, you have completed 4 credit card slots. Actually 3. 1, 2, 3. But when you tape these onto a piece of fabric back here for the wallet, this becomes a 4th. So this can become 4, as you can see on the wallet. This was simply taped on at the edges here, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets instead of just 3. Thank you for watching Duct Tape Basics, and I will be back with another tutorial as soon as I can.